Hi, my name is Renata, but usually those who do not speak Latvian knows me as Singing Knits. It is just easier to spell. We are here in my YouTube channel to talk about knitting, of course. We haven't met since, I'm not sure, but it could have been 2 or 3 weeks, I think. It is not as long as the time as previously, but still, I have a lot to show you and to share with you. So grab your knitting, I don't know, take coffee, tea, champagne, whatever your heart desires, and let's talk about knitting. But at first, a little bit of admin information. I always try to put everything that I do mention in my videos in the description box down below, but if I haven't put something in there, feel free to ask me questions in comments. And I'm always really happy to chat with you in the comments. I would also encourage you to press thumbs up for this video and to subscribe to my channel, because it helps to bring my videos to more knitters, so that my videos do reach wider audience, and it would be a really big help. As I mentioned, we haven't seen each other for like 2 to 3 weeks, I think. And I was thinking how to structure everything today, mostly because there has been so much things happening, traveling and yarn buying and knitting, and then I decided that the best thing would be to go chronologically, because it's gonna be just easier for me to remember everything and to tell you everything. So the last time that we met here, it was a few days before my birthday. I turned 30 on 21st of June, and but we celebrated on 20th of June, and my knitting friends came and my family came, and I'm probably putting in some images here just to share. But yeah, we had a garden party, and it was really lovely and beautiful, and the weather was nice, and my friends were knitting. I wasn't, because I just needed to, like, you probably know how it is when you're organizing something and when you're a hostess. Then things just needs to be done, and you need to walk around and to talk with all of the people, and yeah. But for my birthday, my knitting friends gifted me something that I needed, and actually I asked for it, so so I got what I wanted, and it is Yarn Swift. They gifted me the wooden one from Knit Pro. In US it is Knitter's Pride, I think. But yeah, so now I'm really happy that I have it, because I didn't have one, and I was using just basically putting yarn on my yarn skeins on my legs, and then wounding up balls. But yeah, so now I will be able to do these things a bit quicker. What else? Oh yeah, my friend Christina from Marumayarns came to visit me on my birthday too, and I ordered some yarn from her, so she was able to bring it to me. So yeah, Marumayarns. This is her logo, and I will probably put a link to her in the description too. And She has this very beautiful and then very nice silk mohair, and this is color ecru. And I understood that this color ecru is something that I am using all the time, and that I like it when I have it in my stash at all times. So basically I bought 100 grams, and it is called Maruma Cloud, and there is 40% silk and 60% super kid mohair, and it is 1200 meters into 25 grams, and as I already mentioned, it is color ecru. Here is more info. From all silk mohairs that I have used, this is the softest, most beautiful one that I have used. It is really soft. And another thing is that it is thinner than usually, because I think that like other silk mohairs are usually like, I don't know, 900 to 1000 meters into 100 grams. So this is 1200, and it is coming from Japan. So this is that. So 100 grams for my stash, and I do know that I will use it. I use it all the time, so it's something nice. And another thing that I ordered from her is this yarn. Recently, she had a shipment from Italy, I think, with some new cone yarns, and this is 100% British wool. It is tweed, as you can see here. It is tweed yarn, 100% British wool, as I mentioned, and it is 400 meters into 100 grams. And it looks like this, and I have 700 grams here on 2 cones, and I will be knitting, holding the yarn double, so I will end up with 200 meters into 100 grams, and I am planning to knit a cabled sweater for this fall, and I think that it looks just lovely. But also I do have a soft spot for tweed yarn, so it is not that weird for me that once I saw this yarn, and once I touched the swatch that she made, I knew that this is gonna be something that I will need in my life. Another thing that she bought to me that day was Marumayarns Summer Sock Club. She is doing Sock Club this summer, and actually she still have 2 spots left. So basically every month for this summer, she's sending out yarn every month, and she's sending out 2 50-gram skeins and 2 20-gram skeins. So basically it is 140 grams of yarn every month, and something small as a gift. And this month the gift is this fabric bag, project bag, that you can put your sock project in. She also did hand dyed this bag, and yeah, as I mentioned, she still has 2 spots left. So basically if you order it now, then you will have June in your you will receive June now, as it is already dyed, and then there will be July, and then there will be August. And for June, one of the yarn combos, I will also tell you about yarn. The base for the sock club is platinum sock, and it is 75% superwash merino and 25% nylon, 425 meters into 100 grams. And one of the combos is this one. So this is 50 grams cane. It looks like this. And this is 20 grams cane. So this is combination 1. And then the other combination was this one. Yellow was 50 grams cane and the pink one was 20 grams. And as you can see, as I have only this much left, I have already finished first pair of from this yarn, and I do have leftovers. So my plan is to hold all my leftover yarns from the sock club in the bag, and then at the end of the summer I will be able also to knit some leftover socks. But yeah, during midsummer holidays here in Latvia, I started and finished these socks using one of the color combos from the Maruma sock club. So yeah, this was 50 grams, this was 20 grams. And I just knitted simple vanilla socks with 2 stripes at the cuff, not at the cuff but at the leg. And then I did some increases and decreases for the gusset, and then short row heel, and just a regular toe. But I really do like how they look. They look so summery and so fun, and I think they are just beautiful. And then also during midsummer holidays, I finished the second sock from these ones. I showed these ones to you last time. This is also Marumayarns handmade yarn, BFL base, in this like grayish blue with lots of different speckles. And here are the socks. And I will have news for you about these socks also, because once I finish these ones, I finished these ones, and then I knitted these ones in during those midsummer holidays and celebrations. But then I was getting ready to flew to Helsinki, and then to travel to Jyväskylä knitting festival. And I was thinking what I could knit there, and decided that I'm gonna knit another pair of socks like this with a pattern like this. Only thing is I changed few things, and right now I'm also writing up a pattern, but I will tell you more about this. So when I was getting ready and thinking what I could bring with me to knit to the Jyväskylä knitting festival, I remembered that I had one more ball of yarn, which is this one. It is Wool Addicts by Lang Footprints. And this is yarn that also has cotton in it. There is 45% cotton, 42% wool, and 13% polyamide. And I remember that this is the last skein that I bought in the festival last year that I haven't used yet. So I decided, so that my papers are clean, that I should take this one with me and work on socks, because they are easy portable project to take with me. And I started working on these socks in the airport in Riga. I casted them on, and then day 2 of the festival, the socks were finished and they look like this right now. And as I decided that I'm gonna work on that I'm gonna write pattern for this, I understood that even though like the stitch pattern, it is visible, and especially in real life you can see it, but I understood that if I am using if I will need to photograph them, I understood that they are gonna be too colorful to be photographed and for knitters to see all the details. So yeah, so after I finished these ones in the festival, I wounded up yarn that I bought there and started working on another pair. But before we talk about that, and before we talk about all the yarn that I bought in the festival, I want to put in a few clips from that weekend, from those 4 days that we were in Finland, just to share with you all of that atmosphere that was going on there. And yeah, and then I will see you later after those clips, and then we can talk more about our time in Finland. So yeah, that is how it went. And first day when we landed in Helsinki, we landed pretty early, and it was intentional because we wanted to go to few yarn stores in Helsinki before going to train and going to Jyväskylä. And the first place that we visited was a Sunday knitting club, which is just this wonderful place. In there we met Jenny, who is also a knitwear designer, and it was really nice to talk to her, and it was really nice, just nice to talk to another designer. When you live in Riga, when you live in Latvia, you don't meet a lot of knitwear designers, and they're like, I don't know, I think all of the professions, even though like it is my second job, my first job is a graphic designer, but in all of the professions, it is nice to talk with someone who does the same thing as you, and who maybe goes through the similar hardships, and just to, I don't know, ask an advice or whatever, or just talk about what is happening in industry. So if it is easy to meet other designers in Riga here, because also a lot of my friends are doing the same thing, because we are friends who met, who I have met in university, or just in doing different jobs. And then meeting knitwear designers, it is absolutely different thing, and it doesn't happen as often. So yeah, it was really nice to talk to Jenny, and she also did publish her book, which is called My Steady My Stitches, like 3 months ago, I think, maybe now 4 already, when I'm filming this. But yeah, it was really nice to talk to her, and she told us a lot about how the yarn store came to be. And one thing that I really liked about that place was that I felt that it is not your like typical yarn store. It is more like a place where you can connect, I would say, because even though, yeah, there is yarn, and then there are lots of different samples from lots of different designers. For example, now when we were there were like samples from Kutova Kika book, and there were samples from I think Vera Välimäki, I think something from Sari Nordlund, and it is, yeah, it is nice that there are also so much samples that you can try on and check the fit and understand how things are done, and then, for example, buy yarn in the store for that project. But there are also like tables and then place where you can sit and knit, and you can order yourself hot or cold drinks, and just spend some time in your community. And yeah, so because usually, I don't know, usually yarn stores are more packed with yarn, and it is the main focus. But in the Sunday Knitting Club, I think it's more about community and place to spend time and place to meet others. So I really like that. And in there, of course, I bought something. Most of the yarn that I carry is from Europe. Okay, not most, I think all. And then they also have some knitting accessories. But I decided to brought home with me this yarn. It is Fonty Ambience. It is 100% wool, and it is 120 meters into 50 grams. It is color 343, and it is this beautiful pastel yellow, light yellow, pastel yellow, something like that. But from this one I am gonna be knitting a cabled hat for this fall, and it is probably gonna be also a knitting pattern that you will be able to knit yourself later. And then we went to a bit more typical yarn store, something that we do see also here and also in different countries that I have visited. It is, yeah, it's more typical that there are just walls of yarn and yarn and yarn and yarn and basically nothing else. And that yarn store is Snorre. But it was also really nice. There were some hand-dyed yarns. There were some, I don't know, for example, Isager, and lots of Sandnes garn, content by Katja, etc. So a large spectrum of different kinds of yarns. But the one that I chose was actually something that I have worked with before, and it is Ulisse. I'm probably butchering it, so I'm sorry. But it is from Dere Natura. This is the yarn company. It's French, and this is also 100% wool. But it is just so beautiful, and it is 100% wool, 185 meters into 50 grams, and also here you can see the color name. But it is like this light grayish blue. In like some lights it looks just gray, light gray, but it has this blue hue. So this color, cold color in it, and I got 4 skeins of this, and this is gonna grow up to be, oh my god, and this is gonna grow up to be a cabled vest, something simple, minimalistic, something that can be also, I don't know, wore to the office, and just a staple layering piece. So yeah, and then we hopped on a train and went to Jyväskylä. The train ride was also really fun. We were able to book all of our tickets in one car, so we were all sitting together, and it was also a really nice view outside the window. So it was really lovely. And then on Friday the festival started. It was the first official day of the festival, and we went on Friday in the morning. It was really nice on Friday because, as you know, Friday is still working day, so there wasn't as much people there, and we were able to go through all of the booths just slowly without stress. We also found a place for us to sit, so basically whole day we were just sitting down, chatting, eating, knitting, of course. And then usually once someone got too hot, because the days were pretty warm, not as warm as in Latvia in those days, because in Latvia in those days the Europe heat wave was hitting, and it was 30 to 35 degrees in Latvia. So in Finland it was, I would say, 20 to 25 in direct sun. And so yeah, once we were too warm, we just walked around, looked at different knits. It is one of the nice things about Jyväskylä Knitting Festival, that not only you are able to see all of the beautiful hand-dyed yarns, and not only, and to see all of the accessories, knitting needles, etc., but that we are able to see different knits on different people, on different body types, and it is really nice to talk to other knitters, to talk with them about what they're wearing. So it's basically like this fashion show, 2-day long fashion show. It was really lovely. And as I mentioned, I finished these middle of the day too. So I wound up yarn that I got in a festival from one of my favorite yarn dyers that I learned about and fell in love with in last year's festival, and it is, I will show you, it is LaurelKnits. And one of the yarns that I bought from her was this one. It is a kind of sock yarn. As you can see, it is quite small now. But what is interesting about this is her Kimo sock, which is sock yarn with kid mohair. So basically it is 400 meters into 100 grams, and it is 55% superwash merino, 20% kid mohair, 25% nylon, and this is color Pebbles. Here is more info about the yarn. And so yeah, I casted on this yarn, and I finished. I'm sorry, it is not washed, it is not blocked, it looks awful, but it is what it is, as I am already on the toe decreases. Oh my god, I pulled out the needle, sorry, give me a sec. As I am already on the toe decreases for the second sock, then soon I will be just, oh my god, what is happening? I will be just washing them both together. But yeah, and the first sock was finished once I reached Helsinki airport, and as I mentioned, I am working on a design. I am writing this down. So basically, the main thing that I did differently from this pair is that on this one, I'm sorry, it looks bad, I also carried like the pattern on the first part of the heel. In here the heel is in stockinette, as you can see, and also I did it in like these garter ridges here in this triangle of increases. In here it was just in stockinette, but I think that these little differences makes a lot smoother look, more interesting look, because as you can see in here also like the pattern goes into the heel, and increases and decreases in this triangle are in garter stitch. So yeah, I am writing up a pattern. I will be finished with the second sock too, which makes me really happy. And then yeah, you'll just need to check on Instagram once I publish this, but it should be. Oh my god, flying socks here in my home, but it should be pretty soon, and the next time I will be able to show you these already in their beautiful blocked sock view. But yeah, pebbles here. And then also, as I mentioned, last year I also bought some sock yarn from LaurelKnits, and I just absolutely fell in love. So you can only imagine that this one's kind of sock yarn wasn't the only one that I bought from her, and I went a bit crazy with yarn this year. But it is mostly because my friends and my family did gift me some money for my birthday. So basically, I just went crazy and I got for myself everything that I wanted, everything that I loved, and I know that I will use all of the yarn and it is gonna be knitted up in socks or some other accessories, or also in vest. And I also got a yarn for dress, but I will show you that later. But other things from LaurelKnits. I got 2 skeins, 50 gram skeins of her super sock base, which is 400 meters into 50 grams. So 50 gram skeins. And this one is 85% superwash merino and 15% nylon. And this one, the color that matches my dress today, as you can see, it just blends in like a chameleon. It is called Plum Wine. It is this beautiful, beautiful, mostly solid colorway. And this one is more variegated, and it is called Red-Handed, and it is just this beautiful fall leaf color. I really do like this. And I bought this in 2 separate days actually, which is funny, but together with them I also bought a few mini skeins. So with this one, these are also mini skeins, are also super sock, same base as the 50 gram skeins, but with this one I got myself these 3. This was already day 2. So these 3 mini skeins. Here we have also pebbles, the same color that I have in that chemo sock base. Then we have the same plum wine, the same plum wine that I have in 50 gram skein. And then eye candy here, this one. So yeah, this was the combo that I chose. Already day 2. And on day 1, I got 50 grams of this and these 3 mini skeins. So this combo, and what was funny was that in both days I got myself a mini skein of pebbles. So basically I bought 2 mini skeins of pebbles each in another day, and then also on day 2 it was, I think, was when I bought that full skein in chemo sock in pebble too. So absolutely I love that color. Then I have dark smoky copper, which is also just this beautiful, beautiful fall color, like this brownish orange, just beautiful. And then I also have spicy mocha here, which is like this lighter brown, mid brown with few darker speckles. And I am showing you this again. So this was day 1 combo. And I think that they are gonna turn into something very, very beautiful. Another thing that I was looking already last year, but I couldn't decide which colors I like, is Eldur Yarn. It is also hand-dyed yarn, but it is self-striping yarn. So I got myself 250 grams skeins, and this is BFL base. It is 75% BFL wool, blue face luster, 25% nylon, 425 meters into 100 grams. And this one is Christmas colorway. It is called Howdy Ho Mr. Henke. It is here, as you can see. And this one is called Beatles. I'm not sure. Maybe it's like wordplay on Beatles. I'm not sure. But also this color reminds me of spring somehow. I don't know. But at the same time, there are also some fall colors in there. So, but really, really beautiful self-striping yarn from Eldur Yarns. So these two beautiful skeins. Let's see, what next? Then I also got this one blue skein, beautiful blue skein, variegated blue from Eri A Silmo Solmun. I am butchering it probably, but this is how it looks. This is also like your regular sock yarn, hand-dyed sock yarn. I will probably put the link to the company down in the description box, because I'm not sure how to pronounce it. What's next? Next one is this one. I just I just fell in love with this little skein of yarn. It is a 50 gram skein, and it has like this darker green, and then with all of these speckles, and it is just so beautiful and so summery. And this is also 85% merino, 15% polyamide, 200 meters into 50 grams. And to go with this little 50 gram skein, I got myself this bundle of mini skeins, also from the same place. This one is just green, this one is like this pink fuchsia, and then this one is this speckled yarn. But I just thought that these ones would go really, really well together, all of them. Yeah, another really beautiful yarn combination that I already do know that I will enjoy working with it so much. Only thing is that these mini skeins, they are 75% merino and 25% polyamide, and they are not so soft as this one that has 85% merino, because this one is really like plump and soft, and yeah, really, really nice yarn base. And then there was this one boot that I was walking and looking at it all the time, that I really loved. It is called LaurelKnits, and actually this colorway is the one that just called for me in all of the bases. I think that I spent there like, I don't know, probably an hour combined in both days, just looking around and trying to decide which base I want in this color because it's just beautiful. I would like a sweater in this, and then some pants, and then some, I don't know, socks and hat, and just basically wrap me inside this beautiful, beautiful fall color. I don't even know how to describe it, but I do believe that you can see through the camera how beautiful it is. But at the end, as I am planning on working on some DK sock designs this fall, then I decided to get their Merino sock DK, which is 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, and it is 225 meters into 100 grams. And in that same booth, they also had like some sale boxes, and of course I don't know which knitter again can go buy the sale box and don't look into it. And then in that sale box I found this beautiful green. This is also DK sock yarn. This beautiful green. And then I also got this 4-ply sock yarn, which is 425 meters into 100 gram, and it is just this really fun, loud colors that I think are gonna look great. Also, maybe in something else, not only socks. And then, oh my god, this one. From afar, it looks just like, oh yeah, this dark color, okay. But it is called Sparkle Sock, and it has 5% of stellina in it. And if I move this closer, you can already see that not only it is like this dark blue, but that there are also some greens and yellows and pinks and lilac, and of course that silver sparkle too. And when I saw this skein, I just was thinking, okay, that's it. This is something that needs to come with me, because it just reminds me of like galaxy, of like cosmos. It is just so beautiful. I can't. So yeah, in this LaurelKnits, again, I'm showing you this, but I will leave link to their website in the description. I got these 4 skeins, and I'm really happy. The Jyväskylä Yarn Festival, Jyväskylä Knitting Fest. I would say knitting festival. It is a knitting festival. It is organized by owner of Titityy yarn store in Jyväskylä, and also this yarn store Titityy, it is located in the like yard, or I don't know how to even call it, where the festival takes place every year. And this year they made this beautiful illustration, just a black line art that they put on these small project bags and also on these bigger totes. So I got myself both of them, of course. This one will be just perfect for some smaller project, for socks, hats, mittens, etc. Maybe some smaller sweater or sweater in the beginning stages. But this big tote, it's also really good sized. It has been to the farmers market with me already, and I just love it. And what was interesting and really fun to see is that those who were local, they already got their like project bags and totes before the festival, and a lot of people used fabric markers and also embroidery to color in this illustration. And I think that it is also such a brilliant idea. It is so fun that it is basically the same tote, the same project bag for everyone, but that you are able to make it your own with different colors and basically put in your own like character into it. So it was really, really nice and really brilliant idea. What else? Also in Titityy, I got myself some soak, which is wool wash. Usually, I think already for like 5 or 6 years, I have been using Eucalyptus, which is also wool soap, not wool soap, but soak, I would say, because the same as this soak, you don't need to like wash it out. You can leave your knits in it and then just basically you don't need to rinse them after the putting them in it. And my cat is coming to visit, but I just wanted to try this because they had like these 90mm bottles. As I was traveling only with my hand luggage, then I needed the small one. I just wanted to try it out and to see how I like it, and then maybe in the future I can also order the bigger one. Although, as you can see, I have a lot of yarn here, and at the end I didn't bring all of it with myself on a plane, because one of my friends, she bought bigger like shampoos and things like that, because there are some curly hairlines that are not offered in Latvia, but are available in Scandinavia. So she found them there, and we decided that okay, we could put in basically in like package locker, or I don't know how it is called in English. Put them in there and sent to Latvia. We did that, and basically our package got here in 5 business days. So I think it's really, really good. But yeah, if we would decide this sooner, I would have bought like a big bottle of the soak, because if you're not here for the first time, you do know that I knit a lot, so I do wash my knits a lot too, and I use up a lot of wool soap. And then I mentioned dress. This is my dress. For some time now, I have been searching for the right yarn to use for a dress design. Actually, I have already knitted up this dress and I have written it down, but I made it in yarn that I really don't like. And it is not the best quality, and it is not something that I want to show to everyone. So yeah, this was one of the things that I was looking for in the festival, and I fell in love with the swatch of 301 in 2 strands held together. So this is also what I got. It is Isager 301. It is 50% linen, 30% cotton, and 20% lyocell, and it is color sage. and it is really thin yarn. It is 350 meters into 50 grams, and I will be holding the yarn double. So at the end I will be having 350 meters into 100 grams. That is something that I will start working on probably in September, I think, because right now in summer I am mostly working on things for fall and winter, so I can publish them. And then probably in I think by the end of this year or January, in January, there will be call for test knitters for this dress. So if you do want yourself a new summer dress, knitted summer dress, and if you do want to participate in the test knit and to help me test knit this, then keep your eyes open. I usually do post all of the calls for test knits in my Instagram, but also if the time frame allows, then I do show them here too. But yeah, that is something if we are looking into the future. But yeah, that was all that I got in festival. And then once I got home, I finished my little sister's sweater. This is how it looks. It is finished now. I just finished with the regular 2x2 rib. I made back a bit longer using short rows, and I also added a few embroidered flowers there, just so that it is easier for them to understand which is front and which is back. Yeah, it is pretty big, but I think it is not that big of a problem if it is a kids knit, because they grow into them. So yeah, usually I do knit all of my little sister's sweaters with longer sleeves, so that basically when she starts wearing them, they can roll them up, and when she grows into them, they can unroll them, and then she's just able to wear them for a longer time period. And then then I saw that little online shop here in Latvia was having basically, I would say sale, I would call it sale, but they are going on a break, or maybe it is possible that that the store is not going to be existing anymore, and so they were selling everything out. And as I still had some birthday money, which was either way destined to turn into new yarn, I decided to take a look, and I did knew that they have LaurelKnits needles. And LaurelKnits needles are something that I have wanted to try for some time now, but I haven't. So then I decided that as I'm always short on sock needles, to get some, and because they were 30% off, I think, yeah, 30% for needles, 40% for yarn. So I got these for basically LaurelKnits blush, driftwood, amber, and indigo in 2.25 millimeters, which is my go-to for 4-ply sock yarn. Cotton. My cat is coming to say hi. And then I had bought this LaurelKnits amber in 2.5 millimeters too, because I use 2.5 millimeters for color work when I'm working on also 4-ply yarn. And then I also got myself 4 millimeter interchangeables in indigo and then also some cables. And yeah, my cat woke up. And then I was thinking, okay, I could also, it is not gonna hurt anyone if I will look at yarn too, right? So I looked at yarn and I got myself these Gustav Wool Echoes in color 1513, and this is just 80% merino, 20% nylon, 500 meters into 100 grams. This one is this beautiful brown with yellows and beiges. It is 250 gram skeins, so basically to get two identical socks. And then I also got this one, which is Gustav Wool Carmina, and this one turns into like small stripes, so I think this is also really nice for just vanilla socks. And this is color 1410, and it has like this dark gray and then like this lighter color with different kinds of speckles. So I think that this is gonna look really fun in socks too. I'm looking, yeah. But at this point, I think that I have shown you everything. As you saw, I have only, okay, I cannot say that I have only one work in progress because I have few more. Of course, there are a few that I'm not able to show you yet. They are few that have been put on back burner for like half a year already, I would say that, but I should finish them at some point. But either way, I'm just looking at all of the yarn and I'm just so happy. I don't know if I'm the only one who gets so happy about new yarn. It is not that I don't have yarn, especially sock yarn, right? But it just makes me so happy, and I do know that I will use it. And I do know that if I will use them for like design, then in time, in some time, not straight away, but I will get like the money back that I have used to purchase the yarn. So that's also something that I'm saying to my brain when I'm buying yarn, that it's okay, it's for business, don't worry, be happy, right? But yeah, and so June has flew by. It was so nice, and yeah, it was such a great time also in Finland. So if you are somewhere here in Europe, I think that Finland is something that is easy to reach. You can look at Helsinki airport if you want to visit the Sunday Knitting Club or the Snurre. Or you can also look at Tampere airport. It is a bit closer to Jyväskylä if you want to visit next year. Because yeah, Jyväskylä Knitting Festival, it happens every year. And it is around, like, it's at the end of the June usually. But I would say that you just need to check Instagram to see what exact dates it is gonna be. But yeah, at this point, I can say you goodbye. I will see you in the next video, which is probably gonna be at the end of the month, I think. At least that is what I have planned at this point. But I do hope that you're having a lovely summer and that you that you enjoyed being here with me for a little bit. And let's chat in the comments, of course. And I will see you next time. Bye.